Hey, this is Zero at ReviewZoneHD, and I'm bringing you guys a review for Madagascar Kartz, which was released in October of 2009. It features the main cast from the Madagascar movie, along with Shrek and B.O.B. from Monster vs. Aliens thrown in for good measure. The game does feature trophies, and a platinum can almost be obtained in one average sitting, as it clocked in to take between 6 to 8 hours, making this title a trophy hunter's delight. This is a pretty cookie cutter, cut and dry kart racer that doesn't really bring a lot of new elements to the table or have any features that really make it stand out among the other kart racers on the PS3. With that said, let's go ahead and get into the review. This one gets the 3 Bs, bland, bad, and boring. The tracks look washed over, hazy, and just feel uninspired with little detail placed in the environment. The one exception to this is the Monster vs. Alien track, which was so good it felt like it was from a completely different game altogether. The special effects from using the power-ups were just as bad. Everything to do with the graphics just felt like the developers rushed this title out the door as fast as possible. Out of all the kart racers I've played, this is the worst looking one out of the group without much debate. If you're going to play this game, I hope you like to move it, because you're going to be hearing that over and over and over to the point I now officially hate that song. It plays during a special power-up move as you're racing. They have a special game mode featuring it, and they even have it as the opening menu music. The sound effects are non-existent, and the racing music is just as boring. Overall, the sound and the graphics couldn't have been more uninspired if they tried. The game has a weird difficulty to it. The first couple laps usually had me getting slapped all around the track from the other drivers ramming into me and knocking me around with power-ups, but on the final lap, not only do they all slow down, also didn't get hit as often from the projectiles. Also, if you do manage to find yourself towards the back of the pack, the game always seems to give you a better power-up that allows you to get right back to the front of the group. There's 4 racing classes to play in, starting with the 50cc class and ending with the 200cc class, and there's a huge difference between the two. 50cc is so slow, easy, and boring it's painful, and 200cc is the complete opposite, with the difficulty being cranked up a little bit as well. I completed multiple championships in all 4 classes, and while I didn't finish in first place in every race, I had very little trouble completely blowing away the computer in points at the end of each cup when the final points from each race were tallied up. I'm pretty sure the difficulty was targeted towards a much younger audience, so an average gamer most likely won't feel that challenged on here. Beyond the trophies and the DreamWorks license, this game is a bit shallow, and most likely the worst kart racer I've played on the PS3 out of the collection that I've covered so far. The game doesn't offer any online play, but it does have a split screen option, and this is really the only bright spot in this title, as playing split screen can offer some brief enjoyment on an otherwise boring game. Unless you're a huge fan of the characters found in this title, a trophy hunter, or you're intending to buy this for a young child, I'd recommend any of the other kart racers available on the PS3, including DreamWorks Superstar Kartz, which is actually a pretty fun, decent kart racer and features a lot of the same characters in the tracks. There's nothing that stands out as being overly bad with the gameplay on here, but it just doesn't do anything all that well compared to any other kart racer out there. Anyways, this is Zero at ReviewZoneHD, and thanks for stopping by.